Good day, agents. Today is Thursday, January 29th, 2026, and with that comes the announced update and me launching Division 2. So, um, yesterday during the live stream, it was announced that the update would come today, which it did this morning. It was finished up probably about an hour ago. Which brings, as you'll see here, the Assassin's Creed limited time event pass. We'll take a look at this stuff here on screen as well. But from the summary, Vanguard Overdrive, if you remember a few seasons ago, was the season was called Vanguard, and Overdrive was the thing. So Vanguard will give you boosted stats. We'll take a look at that as well. 15 store cosmetics have been moved into the open world loot drops. These are some of the older ones, but previously you had to go buy them in the store. Now they're open world, so if you didn't get them before through prior things, you'll be able to pick them up as loot. If you've already got them, you won't find them. So make sure you're opening those suitcases and little bags you find all throughout the map, because you might end up getting some new cosmetics that you didn't have before. One of the newest things is this new weekly enhanced legacy season cache available from the textiles vendor. So that's one you're going to want to go see Danny Weaver for. The patch notes gives you instructions how to find them. Basically, you go find the snitch. When you go find the snitch, you can go to him, and we'll go over that. Improvements and fixes for the NPC companions, scouts, gear behavior. They go into detail of that in the patch notes. And then one of the key things here I'm going to highlight is the next few title updates will temporarily deploy on Thursdays instead of Tuesdays. I don't know how many title updates that'll be. Is that the next 2-3 weeks? Are the updates going to come every couple of weeks? Whatever. It sounds like the next season's going to be, or year 8 will be in March, which will be year 8, season 1 probably. So I'm assuming that this season's going to round us out through there, which also coincides with the 10th anniversary of the original Division game. So the Assassin's Creed event starts today, runs through February 12th, so 2 weeks. It's season pass driven. We'll take a look at that. Vanguard Overdrive here, stats. This starts tomorrow, runs through the 3rd. So Friday the 30th, you get 50% reload speed, 50% swap, 40% Hasbro, 20% movement, 15% armor on kill. I'm curious if this will be on top of your quick step. Quick step came to be because of how much people liked having this before. So we'll see. So maybe you're going to run really, really fast, or it's just going to be capped. So if you don't have the quick step, you'll get quick step like speed for 4 days. If you do have the quick step, we'll have to just wait and see tomorrow what that looks like. These are the cosmetics that they've moved. So it looks like stuff from the City Runner and pink tracksuit outfits, but these are all the items that you'll be able to get access to, it sounds like, which is pretty great if you didn't get them. Everybody needs their pink tracksuit and City Runner. The textile vendors, this is the cool one that I want to highlight. So anybody that's been going to Danny Weaver and turning in textiles, we'll show that. Goes and gets like an exotic cache. There's usually some proficiency caches, current season caches, things like that, recalibrations, whatever. But this is going to be an enhanced legacy season cache. Each cache will guarantee 3 drops of legacy seasonal loot, brands, gear sets, named items, and weapons. Guaranteed gear dies from older season passes if unowned, with a total of 100 gear dies included in the cache. So yeah, so if you didn't get these from the prior season tracks, you'll have the ability to get these things, get caught up to speed. So I think Ubisoft's doing a good job with helping newer players get caught up on stuff. This has always been a pain point of like, how do I get this stuff from past seasons? Here's a way to do it every week. And then a 25% chance to receive legacy seasonal exotics. So they just have the additional notes, content source, season 1 through year 6, season 2, with potential expansion in the future. So through year 6, season 2, so no year 7 stuff, which we're currently on, but it does get you through basically 2024. Cool. And then a weekly purchase limit is 2 caches, so it looks like you can get 2 of them per week. If you already have the gear dies, you'll still receive the gameplay rewards, and you can check them all by previewing the cache If dies appear, you can still earn them. If they do not appear, you already own the full set. So if it was all gear dies in there, you might not want to redeem your textiles. These are the exotics you can get, so coyotes, mantis. So some of these things already drop just in the open world maps anyways, but you know what? Get yourself more exotics. You could potentially, you have a 25% chance. If any of these are harder to get, which they don't really seem to be, you know, you can get them through this method, which is great. And then this just goes through how do you find them. You just look for them on the map, and then there's little shopping carts. Him and Cassie Mendoza. Scouts. Fixed an issue with the Scout 8 Activity 2 hint, which did not mention that only hyena activities count towards completion. Lots of fixes to NPC companions. Where they did not follow the correct order to destroy the turret's weak points in the warehouse, Cadman Plaza control point. Players were unable to command the companion to destroy weak points during H5 refinery mission in Battle for Brooklyn. They do not follow orders. So like just all sorts of like little bugs along the way. Where they repeatedly spawn and despawn when the summon button was spammed. So certainly I've seen this happen. And automatically target and attack invulnerable enemy deployables such as turrets, flamethrowers, grenade launchers in the open world and main missions. So not all the fixes that we would ever hope for, because some of that is just going to be trainings that they do, but that's it. And then fixed an issue where players could stack talents through the abridged talent by recalibrating weapon talents, and fix the issue where the bond talent on Beacon Exotic Chest granted both PvE and PvP bonuses in PvP areas. So this is a good fix. We keep having these weird bugs introduced in PvP. I'm not a big PvP player, but you hear about it a lot, like Nemesis and Beacon. So, and then other localization issues. I'll drop a link to this. This is the Trello board. They keep this up to date with current bugs. It's a good place to go find this stuff, even on your own. You don't have to wait for anybody else to do a video on it. That being said, let's just hop on over to what's happening here in the division. So update was like 7 something gigs, just like 7.25 this morning. So Assassin's Creed event is going on right now, which is this event pass. You have like free tier awards and regular rewards. What is toggle primer? Oh, there we go. But it looks like it is a separate thing maybe to buy the event pass. And this is what I was curious about. So all these free items everybody will get access to, which is you have some patches, gear dye, and a couple outfits. These ones with the little stars, which are other patches, and 2 other outfits, and a backpack trophy. It looks like you have to buy the event pass. So if I were to hit L2 here, it looks like that is 800 premium credits. So if you already bought the season pass for the season, that does not count here. You have to pay another 800 premium credits. That is purely up to you. Obviously, it's your money. Spend it as you see fit. If you're a big Assassin's Creed fan, you like the crossover, you might be compelled to do it, especially because you get a backpack trophy that not everyone will get. And you get a couple extra outfits, it looks like. So pretty cool if you're an Assassin's Creed fan. Otherwise, the majority of the stuff you get at the free tier. So that's that. And then events timeline, we'll take a quick look here. Events timeline, obviously we have 1 week, 6 days left on this. If we toggle the event details, it just straight up. Looks like there's a Kenley College expedition coming up. The Vanguard Overdrive starts tomorrow. Again, that lasts through February 3rd. Take advantage of it. I don't think there's any way to turn that off. It's kind of like when we had ammo surge back here. So if you're like a purist, you're going to be kind of stuck with it, I think. Figure it out. Coming next Tuesday, Kenley College Expedition. February 10th is a 5-time season XP event. So if you're behind on your seasons or just recently got into Division 2 and you're in the current season, you can really burn through all the season rewards, get the exotics and all the gear. Certainly if you have been waiting to buy the season pass, that'll be a good time to do it too, because you'll load up quickly. And then it looks like there's a February 17th, there'll be another announcement for another season event coming up. Curious what that'll be. I think we'll see if that gets us into kind of the stuff in March. But looks like Year 7 Season 3 is going to take us through up until Year 8 comes available. So there's that. Since we already had the weekly reset on Tuesday, nothing to really show off there. Let's see what we got to do. So I think the progression basically for the Assassin's Creed stuff is all season XP or XP based. So if we go back to that, go here, it's going to be a matter of you have to get 1,000 season XP. Advance your event tracker by gaining season XP. So this ends on the 12th, right? And we are looking at the events timeline. Unfortunately, it looks like this will end. Well, I guess it ends 2 days after this event starts. So if you don't want to do the grind, or if you feel like it's taking forever to get through those, there'll be the 5 times season XP event coming up in the closing days of that. So you'll be able to do it that way and get it for sure. Meanwhile, if we take a look at my map, I already found this snitch yesterday. Do I have shopping carts? And I did not buy from him. I didn't buy from the textiles because I was waiting for today, but today's Thursday, so you can't buy them anyways. So some places that I usually check is if you fast travel to American history, as fast as fast traveling can fast travel. This is one of the many locations you can find the snitch. But you fast travel here, you don't go into the mission. The weather is beautiful at the moment. And then you run over on the other side of this building, you already see the green triangle, question marks. That's how you know you found the snitch. If I talk to him, cool, I got the gun runner location revealed. If I look at my map, all right, we got Danny Weaver's right here. So he's pretty close to the castle settlement or the ring safe house. Since I knew this was coming out today, I didn't want to buy anything from him yesterday. Wednesdays and Fridays are the big days to do that. But yeah, anyways, you could just fast travel here to the Air and Space Museum once he's open tomorrow, and then go take advantage of that. I'll make another little video tomorrow on what we get from that stuff. I think he is up in this little building up here. I don't know why it took my marker off, but yep, this one you'll just kind of hop on up into this building, and somewhere is a door, stairs. Go down the stairs, open the door, and run around. There he is. I mean, he's not here because we have a day or whatever, we have till tomorrow, but he will be standing right here, and he'll do that. Your textiles come from apparel. So if you've already maxed out, like I have on all the free stuff out there from the apparel caches, you can basically open caches, and then those, it'll say it's a duplicate, and you'll be like, great, give me textiles. So I do know that some of the caches are like 500 textiles. So if you're in a state like me, but take a look at your textile balance, start redeeming a bunch of these things, and you'll be able to get enough to go through and buy stuff out. Definitely do this stuff weekly if you don't already. Just keep doing that. If you're still going through acquiring caches, it might be harder to get the textiles. So this is definitely more for folks that already have acquired everything, gotten all the caches. Pretty much if you're over level 1,000 or whatever, you probably have opened all the caches, or at least very close to. So you'll be able to generate the textiles. If you're a new player and you're getting apparel cache keys, it might not be quite as fast to get the textiles, and it might be harder for you to get those redemptions. Just keep that in mind. So it's weird, right? It's to benefit everybody, but it definitely, it's kind of like everything else in life. The rich get richer, right? So you'll definitely be able to do it if you've got a lot of textiles. And then, you can only redeem weekly. I usually recommend just buying everything. That makes sense. Like if there's like recalibration cache or something and you're already maxed out on your resources, don't spend money on it. That would be silly. Because you don't need it. But that's it for the update that happened today. Looks like they did everything in the quoted time. Again, I'll post the link to the Trello board in the video description on YouTube. So hopefully this helps you out and gives you something to look forward to over the next few weeks, and especially understanding like what changes actually came out in this one, and then also where to find the patch notes on your own so you can kind of keep tabs on it. And if you're ever wondering why like service is down, maybe on Thursday mornings in the coming weeks, it's probably because they're doing one of their title updates on a Thursday as opposed to a Tuesday. The weekly reset will still happen on Tuesday, so that's a little confusing. Weekly resets will still be on Tuesdays. Next few title updates will be on Thursdays. Cool. That's all we got for this little session this morning. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hope you have a wonderful Thursday and have fun with the event. Take care.